All right, what's fuck? I started this with the auto tune. I was gonna use that for a joke later. All right, well I'm not cutting that. Um, how's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I made a video. I'm sorry about that. I've been real busy since I started the new job. And I guess I don't know if I like how the new job is making me view the world, if that makes sense. So I guess that's kind of what I want to talk about. You know, like I don't want to give up too much details about what I do, but like I work in sales where I'm going to people's homes, right? That's like the new role I've taken. And I've been meeting a lot of new people, in their homes, like their private space. And I genuinely thought like people were better. Like I always like try to like view people as like, glass half full kind of thing, like view everybody in the best light. And it's just not the fucking case, man. Like it's not at all. Some people are just like actually terrible people. And like I knew that. Like I know, at 24 years old, it's not a shock to me that, people can be bad, That's not like the message, I guess. It's more so it's like I feel like I had a way less realistic view of how many like good people there are in the world compared to bad people. I thought it was like a 95-5 split, maybe 90% good people, 10% people are like kind of assholes. It's genuinely, from my experience, at least from what I met, like a real 50-50. And that kind of scares me. Like that's fucking insane. And now I know I also like live in one of the most, known to be insane parts of the country. So that's fair. Like the whole Florida man thing is really real, like there has been some shit that I've seen that is ridiculous. Um but like it's it's kind of just fucking it's sad. It's a little disheartening, like I seeing how some people like treat like their spouses, their kids, their pets, even like everything, dude. Some people are just fucking dickheads. And like maybe I'm seeing them because I only see them for one day, right? So maybe I'm seeing them on their absolute worst day, right? Or maybe I'm seeing them on their best day, right? Like I don't want to, give them the benefit of the doubt because like some people are just like really like real assholes. Is the best way I could describe it. And like I guess people know that, it's not like fucking shocking, but like in my first couple weeks of this job, right? My first like not even a full week in the field because I this is now my fourth day in the field that I just finished. I've been chased by people's dogs, like not like chased, but like it got off the leash or out of the house and chased me. Like they were like sick 'em kind of thing. It was fucking wild. Um, so chased by their dogs. I've had guns flashed at me more than once. It's happened twice, but more than once for you know fucking 4 days is crazy. But like you got to take into account where I live. I guess it's not even illegal to do that here. And I had the cops called on me today, which was kind of funny, but that was also like they were like, "This guy's insane, dude. Just go about your day." So I mean, the benefit of this job, I guess, is I'm gonna have a fuck ton of stories for you guys. So I guess I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna talk about in the channel. But this is more than like about the job. I just kind of want to talk about like this. I guess this now. Okay, maybe the state of the world isn't the topic. A guy playing fucking Modern Warfare 3 in his sweatpants and sweatshirt should be talking about. But you know, this is I'm just gonna drop some knowledge, right? Something off the dome for you guys. And like obviously nothing I'm about to say is fucking shocking. But like recently I've been just like thinking about this. Like I live in the richest country, yet also the most debt-ridden country in the world. You can't be both, right? Like that does not make you the richest country. If you have the most debt, like per capita, I'm talking like person to person, not even just like country debt. Person to person, per capita, the most debt in the world. How can you be considered the richest country in the world? I guess is like kind of my thought process on that. You know, it's just like it's so wild. Like most people in the areas that I've been like recently, like going out to people's homes, most people can't afford healthcare. And like now, look, I'm not about to like get political. I'm just gonna state some facts. A lot of the people in these areas tend to lean more conservative, which if that's your beliefs, that's cool. It's not necessarily I feel like I find myself more middle of the road personally, if you were wondering. But most people in these areas are relatively to like pretty fucking seriously conservative. Like I mean like to like shit that I will like openly disagree with right now, like people with like Confederate flags and shit. I think that shit is so fucked. I That's my personal belief. That one I'm not gonna like be like, oh, believe what you believe. That one don't. If that's what you believe, better off not saying it, bro. That's fucking crazy. But anyways, so like that's the areas I'm in, and obviously these people usually have supported the guy in office currently. And I know that because they also all have fucking Make America Great Again flags in their front yard. It's like, guys, you fucking had him for like 6 years so far of presidency. If he hasn't made it good yet, it's not getting better. But like these people are like they're like ride or dies, for him. And these are people that like openly talk about how they can't afford healthcare, they can't afford groceries, and they like talk about how like a billionaire insider trader, and I have to say this for fucking legal reasons because you never be too safe, but allegedly a pedophile. I think we all know. Um, that's who like these people defend. And they're like, this guy is going to be the guy to make my life better. And it's kind of like fucking sad to see. And I understand like the whole, lead a horse to water, can't make it drink, all that shit. It's just I don't know. Like you'll see people from what I do in sales, like, oh, like, I'd love to buy your product, but I genuinely like can't afford groceries right now. And I mean, I guess they're in a good position because they already are like, homeowners most of the time. So they're already doing better than most of the country. But that's a real thing that gets said to me by like hundreds of people a day. Well, okay, that's a little bit fucking exaggerative. Like 50 people a day say that to me. And I'm just like, you can't afford groceries, which like I mean, like I said, like, I understand. Like I had no job until recently, like, and obviously I don't own a home. I don't have all those expenses as well. So like I can't just I can't even like kind of understand how stressful that would be. That's got to be fucking a huge burden. But like that's a real situation for people. Gas is going up, groceries going up, and yet like all I do is like see the same people saying that are the same people with like a billionaire's face on their front lawn. And it's just like I don't how do I feel bad for that, if that makes sense. And it's not that, like I said, like I don't care what political like affiliations anyone has. I think that's what makes I think that's one of the amazing things about our country is that like you can say and believe in whatever the fuck you want. Like that is such a good thing. So I don't, I'm never gonna like judge someone for their beliefs, but I just can't understand it, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I just felt the need to kind of ramble about it. I just like it genuinely feels like the world is just like fucking broken. Like I can't imagine this is how it like was for my parents when they were 24. I can't imagine. Like I don't understand, like I can't even visualize what the world will look like in 20 years. I don't even want to have kids because I don't know what their future would look like. And I mean, like, I know that's a me problem, right? Like, oh, fucking, that's part of the thing about, planning a future is you could plan for the future, but you can't, like, plan it or change it. But I don't know. It's just some shit I've been, and I genuinely just, I guess I want to hear your guys' opinions. Like I said, I hope I didn't, like, offend anybody with my takes in here and all that. I feel like nothing I said was dishonest at the end of the day. everything I said was just factual and from my experience. But, someone's bound to get upset by it, and that's fine. Like, I understand that, if you feel the need to be upset, you can, like, unsubscribe or type a hate comment. But it's just, there's so many things that are so fucked with how the world's run. And it just, like, I guess seeing a lot of people who are like in my economic situation or worse telling me every day that, oh, good thing we got that guy in office because he's going to fix it for us. And it just shocks me, man. Like, I just don't understand it. I guess I can never understand the thought process. And, like, it's not like these people all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said about the Confederate flags, I don't support anybody with a Confederate flag. That's just me. I don't I don't think that's a hot take or anything. But besides those ones, like, there's actual, like, people that seem like good people too. Like, I was emphasizing how much, like, shitty people I see daily. There genuinely are, like, some great people that just, like, it just seems like they have, like, this false hope in, like, someone's coming to save them, and, like, it happens to be the guy that if they made more, he would make less. And so I just don't fucking get it, man. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. And I know this is kind of like a, I guess, a hot button topic, so I don't want to, like, be divisive. You don't I It's just, I don't know. I guess I just want to hear about everybody else's opinions and how the state of the world is currently. Yeah, I just, like, we could just be like Jaden Smith in the comments and talk about the political and economic state of the world. But like I said, dude, like, not everybody is like an asshole. Like, I was actually talking to this family and they were super cool. And the fucking auto tune thing I did in the beginning of this is because I was gonna do a little song for you guys. Because their son in this family, their son looked just like the guy that sang "Shoddy Wanna Fuck." And in case you guys don't know what "Shoddy Wanna Fuck" is, I'm gonna give you a little rendition right now. Shoddy wanna fuck, shoddy like it rough, and she got a big oily butt. To see any more, dude, to see that might cut out a little bit weird. To see any more, you're gonna have to check out the real video. I might link that in the description, honestly, because it's a gold mine. That's like, what, 16 years old at this point, maybe older. But yeah, I guess maybe end the video off on, like, a happier note than what I was talking about before. Sorry if this video bothered anyone. I'm just, kind of ranting about some stuff I've been seeing at my new job. Also, as an update on the new job, I actually am enjoying it, like, all in all. Like I said, like, I meet a lot of assholes, don't get me wrong, but, like, I meet just as many good people, and it kind of sucks. I feel like I let the assholes outshine, or, like, not outshine, but, like, at the end of my day, I'm not like, man, that family I met was really cool. It's like, oh, like, that guy I met with the Confederate flag was a douchebag. Like, that's more what I'm thinking. I guess maybe that's a me problem too. I got to work on, like, I guess appreciating the the better things. So, yeah, I mean, that's all for me today. I'm sorry. I'll try to get uploading more frequently. It's just been really busy with the new job, but it's been all going well. So, in case anybody was wondering, the job has been going really well. I may have, like, fucking been a crybaby at the beginning of this video talking about how it made me view people differently, and it does, unfortunately. But that's also probably because I've been working remote for the past couple years. So, like, my view on people is so swayed, Like, when I'm talking about strangers, normally it's people I fucking see at Target. Like, it's not like me going to someone's house. So, I mean, that was really all for today. I'll have some more videos coming out soon. This is probably the last, like I said, like, work related thing, unless it's like some funny story happens, which I might make, like, a mega comp of, like, stuff that happens throughout, like, the months of me working there. But like I said, that'll be, like, months in the future, just because it'll be months of me working at this place. Um, but yeah, I mean, I can't imagine after 4 days in the field, like, already so much crazy shit's happened. Yeah, I'll probably have some fucking, some great stories. But yeah, thank you everybody for checking out the video. Deuces, I really appreciate you all.